Okay, guys, we're finishing up the week with 4-7 because Friday is Good Friday. So we're out on Friday and out on Monday, so we won't have anything until Tuesday. So if I put anything in your packet, don't worry about anything else. Just 4-4 through 4-7. So today we're just looking at factoring and making sure we follow all the steps. So the first thing is to make sure that if you can factor anything out, you factor anything out. So if we look at this first one, we know we can factor out a 3, and we know we can factor out an x. So we need to factor that out. So we're going to bring out a 3 and an x. So that leaves 2x squared plus x minus 6. Then we're going to take the 2 times 6, or 2 times negative 6. So we have 3x times x squared plus x minus 12. So we want the factors of negative 12 that add up to 1. So we have 1 and 12, we have 2 and 6, and we have 3 and 4. So we know that it's going to be negative 3 and positive 4. So we have 3x, x minus 3, x plus 4, and then we know we have to divide by 2. So this will be 2. So it'll be 3x, 2x minus 3, and x plus 2. So this is our answer right here. So the first thing you do is you look for your greatest common factor. You can factor something out. You look to see if it's a difference of squares. We knew this one wasn't a difference of squares. And then you factor, if you can factor. If you can't factor, then you know it has to be prime. All right, so let's look at number 2. Is there anything we can bring out? Yes, we can bring out a 5 and an x. So if we bring out a 5 and an x, you have x squared left minus 1. Okay, so we know this is a perfect square and this is a perfect square. So we have 5x, x minus 1, x plus 1. So there's your difference of squares, because you can see those right off. Okay, down here, what can we bring out? We can bring out a 4. So we have 2r squared minus 1. Is this a difference of squares? No. Can we factor it anymore? No. So we're done right here. It's not prime because you could actually bring something out. So we can't write prime because you actually did something to it. Okay? Any questions there? All right. We're going to move on. Let me move this up a little bit so you can see all of this. All right. So on this first one, can you factor anything out? No. So we're going to do 2 times 15. So we have z squared minus 11z plus 15. So, plus 30. Not awake this morning. Okay, so plus 30. So we want the factors of 30 that add up to 11. So 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, and 5 and 6. So it's going to be negative 5 and negative 6. Now remember, if you still need to write your boxes, you can do that too. So you can still have your boxes, 30, negative 11. So this is 5 and 6, negative and then negative. So we have z minus 5 and z minus 6. And we've got to divide by 2. So this will simplify to 3. This one won't simplify. So we have 2 z minus 5, and we have z minus 3. So this is our answer here. Okay, on this one down here, what will go into both of those? Will anything go there? Yes, 4 and an n. So we have 2n squared, because 4 times 2 is 8, n times n squared is n to the third, minus 11n, because 4 times negative 11 is negative 44, n times n is n squared, plus 7, because 7 times 4 is 28, times n is n. Alright, so then we got to ask yourself, okay, 2 times 7 is 14, so 4n, 2n squared minus, n squared minus 11n plus 14. So we want the factors of 14 that add up to 11. So 1 and 14 and 2 and 7. Can we do that? No. So this is our answer right here. Okay, on the last one, can we do this? Yes. What can we factor out? A 4. So we have 4 v squared minus 10v plus 9. So we want the factors of 9 that add up to 10, 1 and 9, or 3 and 3. So we know it has to be 9. So 4v minus 9, v minus 1, and that's our answer. Okay, then we come down here for a review of the last one. And it says the piece of a cardboard in the shape of a right triangle, so here's our right triangle, is 5, 12, and 13, and the perimeter is 60 feet. What is the length of the shortest side? So this is an x, this is an x, and this is an x. So we know we have 5x plus 12x plus 13x equals 60. So if we add all these together, that's 25 plus 5 is 30x equals 60. Divide by 30. So x equals 2. So we go to the shortest side. So 5 times 2 is 10. So your shortest side is 10. Hopefully by now you are doing good on this, because this is our last lesson over factoring, so hopefully you're comfortable. If not, please make sure that you're calling or asking questions. Next week we'll do one more lesson just as a review. You'll start your review on Monday and work through your review all week. And then you'll take a quiz on Wednesday and Thursday. You'll do study your review on Friday, and then we'll take your test on the next Monday. So make sure you're studying, make sure you're understanding, and please make sure you're turning in corrections, because grades are due on Thursday today. And remember, this week's grades will go on next 6 weeks. So you need to make sure you're doing your very best, because I won't have any grades from the classroom for the last 6 weeks. So you need to make sure you're doing everything you can to keep your grades up. If you need any help, remember, you can contact me on here through email, or my cell phone is 226-5768. Hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your time off, and I'll see y'all back on Tuesday. Bye.